y'all, it's Brandon with Hickory Forge, and we're continuing on with the 2x72 shop built grinder odyssey. So let's get jumping on the next part. Next up, we got the tensioner arm. So first thing we got to do is the bar that holds it. I've got to drill a hole through here and then cut some of this away. So let's do that first. I have to cut a slot on either side that then I'll cut down to. I'm going to attempt to do this on the bandsaw. Looks like cutting straight. It's not gonna work. Not the way I want it to. You know what? I think the porta band is gonna be the tool for this job, so. There we go. That is what we're looking for. Put it in there too tight and too manly. Okay, so this is not quite fitting, which is not a big deal. What I'm going to do, I've got a burr in there from drilling it. I'm going to take this finger sander. So one of the videos I watched, the guy was calling it was like a pneumatic file or something. Never heard it called that. I always heard it called a finger sander. But who's to say I'm right about everything? A tracking pillar here, and what I need to do is I need to cut it at 60 degrees. So I'm going to mark them. We'll use a speed square. Get it to 60, and that is right there, 60 degrees. So this is cut at 60 degrees, and I really liked the way the HouseMade spring tab is. So that's the way I'm going to do mine. I'm going to go ahead and drill a hole. This is, what is this bit? This is something weird, like 30, it's 33/64. I don't know why I had this bit. But that is the size hole. And for the spring tab, I've got a piece of 1/4 by 1 inch stock, and I'm going to grind this until it will fit in that hole. Well, she's not precision, but I will cut it there, clean it up, and we're good to go. Alright, here's where we're at. I'll weld this on here and then put that on there. In an effort to keep this as straight as possible, I've got it clamped down. I'm actually going to let those little spots cool, and then I'll put a little bit more on there. We got the tracking pillar and the spring tab on. So next up is the tracking assembly. For the tracking assembly, I'm going to be making one like Old Hickory Forge made, because it looked like the simplest. So I've got a 2-inch piece of the 2x2 tubing with the 1/4-inch wall, and then this is the 1.5-inch tubing, and this has only got 1/8-inch wall. So I don't know, we're going to see if this will work. First order of business is going to be to cut one whole side out of this and turn it into a C-channel. So one side of the 2-inch square is cut off, and I have clamped this 3-inch piece of 1.5 in it, like this. And now, 3/4 of an inch down, I'm going to drill a 1/4-inch hole. I'm going to see if that works. If I need to, I can always make them 3/8. We got our 1/4-inch hole through both of these. Now I need to drill and tap a 1/2-inch hole through here, and then drill and tap a 1/2-inch hole through both sides of this, but they're not connected. Oh, it's gonna be fun. Here's the final tracking assembly. It's our 2 pieces fitted together like that, 1/4-inch hole. Alright, then rounded this off. This is a threaded 1/2-inch hole all the way through, and this is a threaded 1/2-inch hole. This goes together with a 1/4-inch bolt, and then I've still got to, well, if I can get this nut on here. Well, I've never had this much trouble doing that. There we go. Got to weld a T on here. This will be the actual bolt that changes the tracking. This threaded hole is for the tracking wheel, which will go on there. And then this bolt will push against this to make it rock back and forth. I'm not sure, I think I put a nut on here as well so I can lock it in a little bit, because this is only 1/8-inch wall. Both sides are threaded, but it's not super. Well then, we got this welded on, and then drilled a 1/2-inch hole right here. Just kind of eyeballed it. I'm sure there's an actual method, and drilled a 1/2-inch hole through one side on the end, on the bottom. And as assembled, I went ahead and put a nut on the back of this so it can be kind of locked in. That's my theory anyway. I don't know if it's a good one. So let's assemble this thing real quick. 1/4-inch bolt. Goes through here. I'm not getting this super tight or anything. I just want to get that. Well, if this thing will go on. Well, if I get the right size wrench. So that's on there. Got the tensioner wheel, bolt, bushing, wheel, bushing. Now you can see this is going to work. I made sure that that bolt doesn't go all the way through. So now, we can change the angle that way. Slapping this bad boy on here now. Okay, now springs that I got, I had these. I didn't buy these for it. I would have bought a little heavier ones, but it's 3/4 by 3.5 inches, and it's 0.062. So they're really light springs. Like I had this, I was trying to fix a throttle on the tractor, and they weren't the right size. But maybe if I put both of them on here, it'll give me enough tension on this. Now watch out, there's my big shiny head. Come on, get up. There we go. I don't know if that's enough tension or not. Time will tell. Well, y'all, I hope that's a good stopping place. If you want to see the other videos, I'm going to have a playlist with all of them in there. So, you can watch them all, refer back to them. But anyway, I will see you in the next one. Y'all behave yourselves.